All right, everyone, I'm going to call the docket. And I think we're going to have a problem today because the elevator's not working. I thought maybe they were going back to the 40s where you have an attendant work in the elevator. I was this close to tipping him. Then I realized, no, the elevator is just broken. They have instructions. So I think defendants are going to be late today. So I'm going to give them a little bit leeway. In custody, we have Jose Mejia, Bernice Valdez. It's going to be a Monday.
No, Judge, no.
Well, at least the clock works. Nelda Rios, custody. Wilfred Salinas, custody. Jose Barrera. Camillus Galvan.
Your Honor, counsel is present. He was ordered to be on Zoom today. I believe he's picking a date.
All right, yes. And I'm just, as soon as, I think he may be already on Zoom as the iPhone. So just as soon as I finish the docket, we'll take you up.
Thank you, Your Honor. I told him to be patient.
All right, thank you. Oh, patience is key. Jose Lopez, custody. Arturo Villanueva's by Zoom. Jesse Arriaga. Thank you. Raymond Amaya, custody. Joshua Wong. Melanie Barron. Thank you. Christopher Herrera, custody. Dundre Scott. Frederica Ojeda.
Counsel is present, Your Honor. I will find him.
And did I pronounce his last name correctly?
Yes, Your Honor.
He's not even here to see that. That doesn't happen often. Michael Johnson, Nicholas Estrada, custody. Ezekiel Neely. Ramsey Ibrahim. Luis Beltran, custody. Ovalle Torres. Thank you. Freddie Jacinto. Thank you. Luis Martinez, custody. Felix Maldonado, custody. Deshawanda Robinson. Daniel Guerrero. Eli Stribling. Makisha Cyphers.
Council President, I expect her, Your Honor. I know she's in.
All right. Now I'm giving everybody a little bit leeway because the elevators have complicated instructions on them. Leon Small, custody. Joshua Tejas. Thank you. Roseanne Garcia, custody. Fernando Cordova, custody. Carla Hernandez. Thank you. All right, is there anyone who came in late or your name was not called? Yes. Desiree Gonzalez. Do you know your case number or SID number? Okay.
11772.
And have you had any contact with your attorney?
No, that is
Who is your attorney? Do you know? Otoro Alfonso? All right, we're going to make sure that you're able to get in touch with your attorney today. Just have a seat and we'll get back with you. Anyone else? All right, attorneys, I always repeat these rules because when I don't, I find that attorneys don't follow them. So these are the rules. Criminal Trial Division is there. Their files are there. Family violence files are there. Just grab your file, place it on either prosecutor's table, have a seat. They're going to call you in the order of appearance. Do not approach the court unless you confer with the state and confer with your client. If your client is in custody, yes, they need to be out here. If your client wishes to speak to the court in a language other than English, yes, we need an interpreter, whether you speak the language or not. If you have done those things and you're ready to approach, just approach this side, ask the court coordinator, the clerk to pull your file, have a seat, and I will take you in the order of appearance. The only exception to that rule is if there is an interpreter who is needed. And the reason why I do that is because there's a limited number of interpreters, and I try to keep the interpreters moving. Please notate the sign that is in front of the clerk and the deputy. It says, do not approach while we're on the docket. How do you know we're on the docket? Because I've called the style of the case. Don't approach. Do not go up there saying, hey, I'm just coming up here to have my file pulled. Because here's the thing. I want to focus 100% on people's clients who are before me to hear their arguments. And when you do that, guess what ends up happening? I can multitask, but 5% of me goes over there because I'm like, we all stop talking so we can concentrate 100% on this. So I always hear everybody's argument, but I just think it's respect for your colleagues and the fact that they're doing their arguments. All right, so everyone, today is Monday. The elevators are down. There's a scam artist who's sending text messages to people who have jury duty, and they have the courthouse jury number at the top. And then in the middle of the text, it says, but this is my number. I'm an investigator. Come meet me so that I can take care of this warrant you have for not showing up for jury duty. So if you all will let your relatives know, and if you have, and they're doing it to the elderly, so if you will let them know so that they won't rush to meet some person at some location and give them money. The only reason why I know this is because one of my neighbors, their grandmother, who is in their late 70s, got the text message and was about to go meet somebody. So just make sure you let everybody know that. So it's Monday. It's going to be great. Put some patience in your top pocket. We're going to move along quickly. And state, please confer with the attorneys who are looking for a jury trial setting. All right, please confer. And don't forget about probation. Hi. So are you going to get back to Japan anytime soon?
I'm thinking about it. About maybe next summer. Be a good time.
Okay, so I've been watching.
Spring is great too.
Yeah, I've been watching. I watched Sunday Love because she's in Japan. And so she's saying the best time to go there. But whenever I see her with the summer heat, she's walking around with fans. She's like, this heat is something completely different.
It's not great in summer. It's really humid.
Yeah.
Spring is good. October's great. Also.
I don't have to get there in October. I think she went to, is it Sheba or something like that? Yes.
Yeah.
And so she's like, it's a great place to be. And so she said, anybody who says you can't have fun in Japan, there's nothing to do. She's like, you're not doing anything, because she said there's always something.
You can imagine, you're gonna find it there.
Yeah.
You'll find it.
So it's on my list. I don't do bucket lists anymore. I'm just like, it's on my list. I want to be there.
I mean, 35 million people living there. It's like, you're gonna find something interesting.
Oh, yeah. She was showing something that I found very interesting. So when it's beach season, I guess that's the summertime.
Yeah.
She said they have all these pop-ups that appear. They build them from scratch.
Yeah.
And then when it's over, they take them down. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. That's kind of like how they do street construction. They do it at night because, I mean, there's so much traffic all the time. Right?
Yeah.
And so they shut it down overnight, but they'll do long stretches. They're just completely redone overnight. It's like,
Oh, wow.
like the next morning you got a new street.
No, yeah, that's-
No months and months and months. It's like they can't do that. You know?
Oh, wow. And you know, of course, I have to go see the cherry blossoms in person.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping when I go, there's not a heavy rain.
I'm telling you, spring is great. The cherry blossom festivals and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, you'll have fun.
Put that on my list.
It's beautiful. The weather's great. Skip
But you're saying go sometime in October.
the rainy season.
Oh, yeah, she was telling me about the rainy season.
It's brutal. Rain comes down sideways. No matter how good your umbrella is, you're gonna get doused.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna do that.
Is Right, thank you. Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Joshua Wong wasn't here when you called the docket. He's the one who had a little medical emergency, but he's fine now and he's in the courtroom.
All right, Mr. Wong. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna keep it because I appreciate your help with that.
So they did respond.
I've let my advocate, she can see my
No, I'm gonna.
color coded email here about the records. We've already talked about this.
You're worse than that.
Like I already color coded it, I already sent it. I already followed up. But I think this was at the beginning. of the week. She said, I'm waiting for this thing to be fixed and honest.
Oh,
So
okay.
now I'm gonna check and.
Yeah, John just we were gonna file a motion, but once you looked at it, we're like, oh, it's there, it's just.
Uh-huh.
Person that shall be.
All right, Leon Small. All right, just give me one moment, Mr. Young.
But I can tell you. I got 12 for sure too.
Okay, cool. Well, the ball is rolling. I sent her 2 emails because. Emails already in terms of getting these things to you guys. So.
Yes.
I'm actually gonna. I'll leave on it, so. Cool news. Yeah, let's do it. I'm glad you came by, thank you.
No, you're not.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and Mr. Young, are you retained on this case or appointed?
Pleasure, retained.
Okay, all right. State, Mr. Young has presented a motion to withdraw Leon Small. Are you all prepared to proceed?
Yes, Judge.
All right, we're going to go on the record. Mr. Small, come down.
Sorry, you know.
Oh, it's to be.
All right, the court is calling 2020 CR 12250. NIMAC numbers 746635, 746637, 746638. That party is announced for the record. State,
Zach Dunn for the state.
defense.
John Young for the defense.
And are you Mr. Small?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, your attorney, Mr. Young, has filed a motion to withdraw. You're aware of that motion?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state, do you have any objections?
No objections, Your Honor.
All right, state, you may continue to confer.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, defense, if you want to put your reasons for withdrawal on the record, please.
Basically 3, he absconded, he cut off his monitor and he instructed his family to stop paying me.
All right,
And he's told me he does not want my services anymore.
is that correct, Mr. Small?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, attorneys don't work for free. All right, thank you, Ms. Young, Mr. Young, and each of the motions, your motion to withdraw will be granted.
Thank you,
You may be
Your Honor.
excused. Mr. Small, are you able to afford an attorney?
That's what we're working on right now. My family is.
I'm sorry, what?
My family's working on that right now.
What does that mean? They're working on it. When are they going to have it
I
done?
mean, I don't, honestly, I really don't know.
All right, just have a seat. We'll see about getting an attorney for you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, have you pulled your paperwork? Oh, you need to give it to the clerks.
Yes, I couldn't hear what you said. Thank you.
Sunglasses help me. For being here.
Freddie Jose Jacinto, where are you? Come forward. Counsel, you're on that side.
I'll wait for you.
All right, Mr. Jacinto, the state has filed a motion to dismiss your case. They say they're dismissing it because their witness is missing, which I'm assuming is the complaining witness. So whatever brought you here today, you need to internalize that and make sure you're not back in felony court or any court for anything else. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions about anything?
Come on.
All right, you're excused.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Somebody complained that, but you know what's so funny? Today is the day I'm feeling, the temperature is at a pleasant temperature.
I know it's hot here. No, that's my thermometer. Because she's wearing a thermometer. It's not in here, but she's not wearing it. So I know it's hot in here.
All right, let me,
Please.
Judge, it is very cute. Judge.
yes.
That is not on the document. It was an add-on. Me and Norma talked about it.
Okay. All right, let me take that.
Yes.
All right, what is happening with Moses Ross?
So Judge, this was a case where the GPS was installed and it was supposed to be removed on July the 1st, and you wanted to make sure because you gave enough time for the complainant to be informed that the GPS was coming off last week. We confirmed with family violence. They tried to reach out several times and there was no response back to them. Unbeknownst to me, someone from pretrial contacted Mr. Ross. He just told me that this morning. Contacted him on the 3rd of July and the device was removed at that point. So today he was supposed to come in to talk to you about removing the device, and you were gonna basically tell him to stay away from the complainant. And then we would remove it, but it's been removed. I don't know, Judge, if you want, I've looked in the file, I didn't see any type of order for it to be removed, but I don't know if you would still like to talk to him.
Is he here? Oh, let's bring him up.
Mr. Ross?
I'll say this. Honestly, I'm talking just very briefly about it.
All right, state,
This is one we talked about. We corresponded about the GPS removal and said that we had reached out to the community.
Yes. All right, so Mr. Ross, my understanding from probation and through probation's conversation with the state is that they were unable to reach the complainant. Is that correct?
Correct.
And we can go on the record and state, you can put on the record the attempts you made to contact the complainant if you so choose. Court is calling 2023 CR 3543 and 2024 CR 4456, State of Texas versus Moses Ross for the state.
Alan Jackson.
And we have probation officer, Miss Abrams. And are you Mr. Ross?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so you are on GPS. The court did not want the GPS removed until there were attempts made to contact the complainant to let the complainant know that the GPS will be removed in state? What is the update?
Marina Winter has made 2 different attempts, including leaving a voicemail, in an attempt to reach out to the victim and let them know we have received no contact back.
All right, so Mr. Ross, I want you to hear me and hear me clearly. You are not to have contact whatsoever with the complainant. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have contact with the complainant, what's going to end up happening is a motion to revoke will be filed. If the motion appears to be in legal format, I'm going to sign off on it. And then once I sign off it, a warrant is going to be issued for your arrest. You're either going to make bond or you're not going to make bond. And then we'll have a hearing on the allegations of no contact, if that's what the allegations are. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So is there anything you do not understand about the words no contact?
No, ma'am.
All right, so don't call her, don't write her, don't apologize, don't say I've worked on myself, let's get back together. None of that. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
First row on the side.
No, just in 10 years ago.
All right,
First row, sir. Okay, that's the first row.
family violence. Daniel Vela is by Zoom with his client Arturo Villanueva. Is that your case? Or is that,
I can double check. It doesn't ring a bell, but let me check real quick, Judge.
all right, it may be,
Yes.
so criminal trial division.
Yes, sir.
Arturo Villanueva is on Zoom with his attorney Daniel Vela. It's for us to get a jury trial date.
It's actually for a motion, he has a trial date, I think.
Oh, he does?
It's for a motion to trial.
All right. Look at this. It's a Monday. All right, could I see the file on Villanueva? And Jason, what happened to your forehead?
Like rodeo incident?
I
like it. Go with that.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
See it under the band.
Okay. I mean, I'll do surgery if we need to. Jose Lopez.
Your Honor.
Good morning. So the informal,
Informal with Carruthers on Friday, he ordered a psych eval, competency.
all right. Ms. Ferguson, could I have a 90-day reset on Jose Lopez? And you can do it as a phantom date. And it's for competency. All right, we'll be back on
All
October
right, Judge,
14th.
thank you.
Do you have any questions, Mr. Lopez? All right, we'll see you back on October 14th. Yes. He may or may not be at the state hospital.
Only one need to put your judge. Mr. Scribbling.
Criminal Trial Division, Lopez is reset for October 14th. Who's here on Eli Stribling?
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Where's Stribling?
He is not present today, Judge. I just checked with the bailiff and with Ms. Ferguson, and he did not appear today.
All right. Have you checked with his bondsman?
I have not yet. I'm gonna try and locate that. I don't know.
I mean, if you want to call the bondsman now, otherwise a warrant's going to be issued.
Yeah, he's already got an active one, I think out of County Court 2.
All right.
But I'll try and raise him and see what we can do.
All right, because otherwise we can go on the record now.
That's fine, Judge.
All right. Court is calling 2024 CR 5943, State of Texas versus Eli Lamont Stribling. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state
Daniel Escobar from the state of Texas.
defense?
David McLean for the defense.
All right. This hearing was scheduled at 9 a.m. It's now 9:30 a.m. Counsel, have you had any contact with your client?
I have not, Your Honor.
And Deputy Laura, I believe, is making an announcement in the hallway. Deputy will leave no stone unturned.
Absolutely.
All right, Deputy Laura, did you make an announcement?
Yes, Your Honor, I did. There's no answer.
State?
State would ask for bond forfeiture.
All right, that will be granted. Your client will be remanded without bond. If your client makes an appearance, the court will reconsider.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right,
Appreciate
thank
that. Thank you.
Who is here on Arturo? Let me pull that up. And number, we don't have a jury trial date for Arturo Villanueva. So I need a jury trial date for that. And does anyone have a copy of the motion to travel? Arturo Villanueva?
Yes.
Sure. Good morning, Your Honor. That's my client. That motion to travel is basically from the 20th to the 27th of this month, and it's to go to Alabama.
All right.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Don't run. All right, while she's doing that, what date for jury trial state? How long do you expect this trial to last?
Day, Judge, Dan.
All right, Norma, I need a jury trial date, criminal trial division, a day. Thank you.
Judge, I can do September 3rd.
All right, your jury trial date is going to be September 3rd. You'll need to make sure that you are in court dressed for trial. All right, next, we're going to proceed on the motion. State, are you ready?
Find a copy of the motion.
Here you go.
Your Honor, is that the motion to travel?
Yes. All right, court is calling 2024 CR 0176, State of Texas versus Arturo Villanueva. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Daniel Escobar from the state of Texas.
for the defense?
Daniel Vela on behalf of Mr. Villanueva.
And are you Arturo Villanueva?
Yes.
All right, state, any objection to counsel and defendant appearing by Zoom?
No, Your Honor.
All right, the defense has filed a motion to permit interstate travel from July 20th through July 27th to Alabama. State, do you have any objections?
No, Your Honor, we just asked that the defendant be UA'd upon return.
All right. And defense, how is he arriving in Alabama? Is he driving?
I believe
Yes.
so.
Illinois, but
Yes,
how are
with the
you getting
family.
to Alabama?
Yes, with our family.
All right. So I don't know if there are any conditions, because this is a failure to stop and render aid in a moving vehicle. So I don't know if there are any conditions of his bond that he's not allowed to drive. Does
Not
anyone
to my
know?
knowledge.
All right, does anyone want to check? Because it'll be a shame for him to be driving in Alabama and it's a violation of his conditions of bond. Mr. Villanueva, do you have
Yes.
a no driving?
No,
There
no,
has never been any conditions like that
No.
since he was
Just-
arrested for this.
All right, so it needs to be one at a time. Court reporter is already, can barely hear you all. So one person speak at a time. Mr. Villanueva, have
yes,
there been any conditions of your bond that you are not allowed to drive?
no. No, ma'am.
All right. To the clerks, do you all see anything where he's not allowed to drive?
I don't see it.
Okay. All right, then what the court will do, the court will, there's no order attached to your motion, but the court will grant permission to travel. There should be a UA upon return. And you're allowed to travel to Alabama from July 20th, 2024 through July 27th, 2024. And
Thank
Mr.
you.
Villanueva, your jury trial is going to be September 3rd. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, is there anything else?
Nope.
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. You're both excused.
Something about it. Yeah.
Joshua Wong. All right, this is criminal trial division.
Yes.
All right, so what is happening with Mr. Wong's case?
Judge, Commissioner Pro is looking for personally a PETE.
Okay,
This is something I would have to take to my supervisor, which I can do today, although I don't know if he's there or, but I can't do it today, or, well, I mean, if we get a small reset, I could get accomplish that, at least get an answer and then confer off docket with Mr. Brown.
all right. So how much time are you asking for, state?
At least 2 weeks, Judge.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, on Wong, can I have a 3-week reset, please? Thank you. You may be excused.
August 5th?
All right, we'll be back on August 5th. All right, are you feeling okay?
Yes.
All right, if there's something happened where you were lightheaded or passed out, you probably need to go see a doctor. You understand?
Yes.
All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused, and thank you for dressing appropriately for court.
Thank you.
Daniel Rivera?
Yes.
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 Joshua Day? Ready?
Thank you.
If we could have Camilla's on the, she's on. We're taking it. Thank you.
Let's say they're on.
When these are done. All right, and Norman, this attorney did not sign.
Yeah, we did have. So Chester.
All right. Camillus Galvan,
He is on Zoom, may I approach?
yes.
Might be the last.
All right, so what's the jury trial date?
Your Honor, right, Mr. Martinez has a vacation letter 8/15 to 8/16 and 9/19 to 9/27. Otherwise.
Would y'all confer with Ms.
Oh, I'm
Ferguson?
sorry.
Okay. And state, if y'all want to confer on a jury trial date with Ms. Ferguson,
These are the
an
dates
agreeable
that
date?
he's out. I think somebody said September 3rd was an option. We haven't, because later on, we're gonna get into those dates, right? Okay. That work for you? Okay.
All right, so what date?
Your Honor, I believe September 3rd works for everybody.
All right, Mr. Galvin, thank you for dressing appropriately for court. We're gonna call you back on September 3rd. That will be your jury trial date. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. You're excused.
Have a good morning. Thank
All
you.
right, thanks. You too.
Excellent.
Okay, and let me just make sure. Yes, I do have the trial, the acknowledgement of discovery in each file. All right, thank you. You
Thank
both
you,
are
Your
excused. Thank you.
Yes. What can I, do you know? I'm a friendly prosecutor. I like to think. Some people say.
What did you say?
Bernice Valdez.
Much good of my friendliness.
All right, just have a seat. Jose Barrera. Jose Barrera. Frederico Ojeda.
President, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Ramsey Ibrahim.
Present for him, Your Honor, if I could approach after Dr. Call, he is not present.
Okay. Deshawana Robinson. Makisha Cyphers. All right, thank you. All right, Norma, and is there attorney for Robinson? All right, thank you. Everyone, the court is recessing at noon and the clock is working today. All right, let's see about getting her an attorney.
I'll make sure that he.
Yeah. I used
And Norma, on Robinson, we'll just recall it, if we can recall it in 2 weeks.
I can do August 1st, sir.
All right, August 1st.
That sounds right. It's one.
Oh, boy.
What did you need?
Ramsey Ibrahim?
Yes, Judge, may I approach?
Yes.
And she reached out to me last night around midnight, informed me that he wasn't going to be coming to court today, that he had COVID. I told him, I said, well, the court will likely want proof of that.
Yes.
He's not complying with any of the things that I'm asking him to do. He has lied to me. I have another motion to withdraw.
Okay, so this is
Once
what's
that-
gonna end up happening.
Once that's accepted, may I approach? He's aware that I'm withdrawing and he is okay with it. Just, I know the court wants to know that information.
Yes. All right, so once he's in custody, I'll take up your motion to withdraw.
Any chance we could get that granted now, Judge?
Yeah.
He's aware of it. No good deed goes unpunished.
I know that.
I've been doing this because he was a friend of a friend. And me coming back here is taking time out of my
Now,
day.
I understand what you're saying,
It's really
but
frustrating.
if you, I understand your frustration and no good deed goes unpunished. That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes, and it was hard for me as a defense attorney too, to just keep things as a business transaction.
Yeah.
When it starts being, you're doing a favor for a friend or somebody you know what ends up happening, what I've discovered, when you do that, people treat your services as though they're not valued.
Exactly what's going on.
And then what will end up happening? I guarantee you, I'm just doing my prediction. When he's taken into custody, he's gonna call you and it's gonna be your fault.
Fair enough, but as an officer of the court, he's expressed to me that he's okay with me getting off the case. I have a motion on file.
I know.
Me coming back for him to just say, I still want him to be my attorney, when I think the court is probably inclined to grant my motion.
Well, we'll see, but I require people to be here. All right, we're gonna go on the record. Can I have somebody from the state for Ramsey Ibrahim, please? All right, court is calling 2024 CR 3624, State of Texas versus Ramsey Ibrahim. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Jason Wolf for defense.
All right. This hearing was scheduled today at 9:49 a.m. This hearing was scheduled today at 9 a.m. It is now 9:50 a.m. The defendant has not made an appearance. The court will note for the record that on May 29th, 2024, the defendant was a no-show at 11:07 a.m. Then it was recalled for June 11th at the request of the defense attorney, and the defense attorney was unavailable. So the court recalled it for June 13th. On June 13th, it was requested by both parties for the court to recall the warrant, reinstate the PR bond, waive fees, and re-enroll in Center for Healthcare Services. The court did that. And now we're here on July 15th, and the defendant has not made an appearance. State, what are you requesting?
Stay with that for bond forfeiture.
All right. The court will issue a judge's warrant and remand your client without bond. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Who's here on caller? Hernandez?
So just a compliance hearing.
Okay, let me pull that up. All right, so Miss Hernandez. Let me see. Your plea agreement. All right, so where we are now, I'm sorry, before I say where we are, is there anything probation wishes to say?
No, Judge.
All right, let me just tell you where we are now. Where we are now is, do you want to be done with this probation? Are you ready to just move on with your life?
Definitely.
I'm sorry?
Definitely.
All right, so there's one or two ways you can move on with your life. The easy way for the court, and the easy way for probation would be for me to send you to prison for 3 years because you're not doing what you're supposed to do. So, I mean, we can help you move on with your life that way.
No.
So why are you not doing your drug test?
A drug test?
Yes.
I don't get UAs.
No, you have not submitted to drug testing. You're gonna submit to drug testing today. Do you
Okay.
understand?
My PO hasn't,
Well, I'm telling you, you're gonna submit to drug testing today. If you do not, a warrant will be issued for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You're gonna restart the BIPP course.
Yes, ma'am.
If you do not complete that, A warrant's going to be issued for your arrest. Do you understand?
Understand?
Is there anything you do not understand of what's being asked for you?
No,
Probation. Is there anything else she needs?
Judge, once the BIPP, her officer is asking that once her BIPP is finished, that she continue with the TAP recommendation. The TAP recommended, dual diagnosis outpatient treatment, monthly drug testing, and, AA meetings when necessary.
All right, this is what you're going to do. There's going to be a UA today. Just one moment. And what's going to be the results of that UA?
It will be negative. Or positive, I'm sorry.
And what are you going to be positive for?
Marijuana.
And what else?
Yeah.
All right. So this is why you've been falling off.
You said marijuana and what?
And meth.
Yes, that's not my head.
All right, how often are you using?
Not often at all.
What does that mean?
I have really bad anxiety, so I will smoke maybe once in a blue moon.
Okay, meth doesn't help with anxiety.
I know it doesn't.
So
To stay awake, be able to function, but
No, no, no,
it's
no.
not.
my question is, everyone, please whisper. So here's the thing. We are past the point of excuses, right? I am trying to figure out what's going on in your life
Yes, ma'am.
so I can potentially get the help you need so you won't be going to prison.
Yes, ma'am.
So there's no excuse for using meth.
No.
You understand? So my question to you is, how often are you using?
Not really. I just did it maybe 2 or 3 days ago, and marijuana, I do use it frequently.
All right, so your meth, that hasn't been 2 or 3 days ago, because if it was 2, 3 days ago, you wouldn't end up being positive for it.
I'm not too sure if it comes out of your system or not. That's why I was being honest.
And what are the ages of your children?
17 and 7.
And where are they right now?
They're at home with my brother. He's watching them.
Is Child Protective Services in your life? Have they ever been in your life?
I've never had an issue.
And who else is available to watch your children other than your brother?
My mom.
All right, is your mom in the home?
Yes, ma'am.
So why didn't you lead with that?
My mom works with CPS Energy, so sometimes she works from home and sometimes she has to go to the office. So today she had to go to the office.
All right, there's going to be a UA today. And you're going to do that UA by what time, probation?
3 o'clock, Judge.
All right, by 3 p.m. I'm going to want her tested for levels. And what else are you doing or not doing with your life?
No,
How do you spend your day?
I'm currently working.
All right.
And when I'm off, I'm with my son right now. That summer, my daughter has a job, so my daughter works. So it's just me and my 7-year-old.
Oh, and is your daughter the 17-year-old?
Yes.
And who all lives in the house?
My mom, my dad, myself, my children, and my brother.
All right. So probation, I'm going to want a field visit 1 time per month for 3 months. She is going to do intensive outpatient treatment with probation, and that'll be the dual diagnosis. And probation, do you think a referral to felony drug court would help her or no? Or is that too quick?
It wouldn't hurt, Judge.
All right, so we're going to do a referral to felony drug court. And let me just tell you, felony drug court is a difficult program, but they'll be able to help you with all the issues that you have. You have a mental health issue, they'll be able to help you with that. The BIPP course that you're supposed to be doing and the parenting classes that I'm going to order for you, they're going to help you with that. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So you need to go over there and be 100% honest with them.
Yes.
And if you miss your appointment with them, a warrant could be issued for your arrest. Do you understand?
I understand.
So we're gonna do a referral to felony drug court. We're gonna do 120 sober meetings in 120 days. And she's gonna restart BIP. And I'm gonna order parenting classes. And once you complete those parenting classes, her community service hours will be deemed satisfied. How far did you go in school?
12th grade. I wasn't able to graduate because I wasn't able to pass my tax test at the time.
Okay.
Science and math.
All right. So what do you want to do with the rest of your life as far as employment wise? What's your dream job?
To supervise where I used to.
I'm sorry, what?
To supervise where I used to.
Okay, supervise where?
Loan companies.
Sorry.
Broadway Finance, Midwest Finance, and loan. I used to work in field collections.
All right, so what are you doing to make yourself indispensable to somebody who needs you in finance?
Unfortunately, I can't get a job anymore.
Okay, what did she say?
Unfortunately, she can't get a job anymore because of her felony. With that field. With that field.
All right, so then what's plan B? You got to have a plan A, a plan B, a C, and sometimes a D and an E. So what's your second plan?
Oh, it's customer service. That's what I know. Right now I manage a laundromat.
Okay. All right. So are you taking any classes? They sometimes at the college they give free classes or they give classes with minimum fees to help people who are trying to improve themselves in their business. Because at some point, there are some occupations that I think are going to be done away with because of computers. For example, when I was growing up, they used to have full service at the gas station. Somebody would come out, pump your gas, and you didn't even have to pay extra. They would clean your windows, they would check your oil, tap it off if it needed to be tapped off. Then they stopped doing that. And now at the grocery stores, they're doing all that self-checkout to eliminate cashiers. So you need to figure out if where you work, if for some point in time they were to say, you know what, we don't need anybody working here. All we need is somebody to get the money from the machines. You need to figure out how can you make yourself indispensable. In the words of Briscoe County Jr., you need to figure out what the coming thing is and be prepared for the coming thing. Okay. So probation, anything else she needs? All right. So here's the thing. You're on probation. You're on probation and you're looking at 3 years in prison if you don't successfully complete it. And if you end up going to prison for 3 years, guess what? Your 7-year-old is either going to be either going to be 10 or either going to be 11, and your 17-year-old will be 20. Those are formative years that you will have missed. You're going to need to be clean and sober. If you have mental health issues, we're here to help you with that. Do you understand? And don't come to court positive, but I appreciate your honesty. But don't walk into a court positive when you're here for a compliance hearing. You understand?
Yes.
So they're going to do a referral for you for felony drug court. You let felony drug court know that you want to be in the program. It's hard, but if you successfully complete it and you really work that program, you're going to see great benefits and you're going to see great improvements in your life. You understand?
Yes.
All right. If you need anything else, you can always come back to the court if you feel as though probation is not addressing it. You understand?
Yes.
All right, so just have a seat. Probation is going to go over those conditions with you. And if you ever feel like using, pick up the phone. This is the court where I encourage people. If you feel like you're going to use, pick up the phone, call your probation officer and say, I think I'm going to use. And you know what they're going to tell you? All right, we're going to get you into a sober support meeting or we're going to do this. The number one thing is not going to be, we're going to file a motion to revoke because I want you to be clean and sober and healthy. And I want you to successfully complete this. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Anybody else ready? It is 10:03 and we are recessing at noon. So the people in the audience, if your attorney hasn't shown up, you can step outside, pick up the phone, call them and let them know we're recessing at noon. All right, can I see that file? All right, do I have the dismissal? Oh, all right, thank you.
And that's already been requested.
All right, thank you.
Okay. I'll tell you that we're gonna try on our end.
Criminal Trial Division on page 2, Jose Barrera, that case has been dismissed.
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean that.
Yeah, we just gonna, you know. All right, who's here on Jesse Arriaga? All right, so where are we on this case?
Your Honor, we have conferred, the state has done their due diligence, requesting medical records and mental health records from the complainant that we had requested before. They got a return of no existing records from St. Peter, St. Joseph's.
Okay.
However, we do know that those are the precise records that we most want. So we're going to try to subpoena the license, the LSW ourselves and see if we get somewhere there. The second mental health facility returned, they returned, and the third is still pending.
All right, and where is the third from?
It's from
Marco.
Marco Mars on De Zavala, and our advocate had already requested them as of the 12th of last month.
All right, and when are you expecting those to be in?
I don't have an update on the timing for the third, or that last part. They said they don't have an update yet, but I can absolutely reach out, Your Honor, and get a clarification on expected timeline.
All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to set you all for one last discovery date. And if you all don't have the records on this date, this is going to be the date where you need to make sure you subpoena persons to appear and bring records with them.
Instant.
Yes.
Yes,
So Ms. Ferguson, on July 15th, this needs to be set for a discovery hearing, and it's going to be an actual hearing unless you all have all of the records. So what date? Oh, I'm sorry. Today is
Coming
July
back in an
15th.
hour.
We're coming back in an hour. Yeah, all right. So, what date? 30 days. And it will be a discovery hearing. All right, so we're going to be back on August 13th. Everyone needs to have witnesses. If there are records that are missing, you need to have witnesses from those facilities. If there's no objection from either party, they can appear by Zoom, but we're going to get somewhere.
Understood.
All right, is there anything else?
Not on this.
Thank you, Judge.
defendant.
All right, thank you. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused, and thank you for dressing appropriately for court.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Yes, I know. We're gonna do that. Soon, Dr.
All right, who's here on Melanie Barron?
That'd be me, Judge.
All right, Miss Barron, if you'll come forward.
I do not.
Hello. All right, counsel, did you have appropriate amount of time to review the discovery?
That's the issue, Judge. Have not been able to successfully download some of the body cam footage. There's been a couple of issues last couple of weeks. It says that the discovery request is complete, but when you hit the link, it's not complete. It takes you back to the.
All right, how long is this body worn camera thing?
Don't think it's gonna be that large of a video. If the defense wants to bring something in to us to load the video on.
No, I mean, is he able to see the video now?
I could pull it up, Judge. I don't want to say that it's short.
All right, let's pull it up and we'll see how long it is. So if you'll have a seat, we're gonna see how long this video is.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Just the white. Are you on the way? Okay. Yeah.
But I appreciate Just fine call. Yeah, I said, this is my. If he does have. That, no problem. I do that.
All right. Who's here? Luis Martinez?
Hey, Your Honor.
And where is he?
He is in there.
Come down.
Jury box, not.
Sure.
Although I may have five cycles, I don't know.
Hey, you never know. Family violence. This is Luis Martinez.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Oh, I apologize. Am I
No, what is happening with this case?
taken off? So Your Honor, we had CPS records here. We had multiple sets actually of records. We've gone ahead and created those records and given them to defense as of today.
Okay,
And we've had some preliminary discussions as well about the forensic interviews, and counsel is aware of who they can reach out to come by the DA's office to view those at their leisure.
all right. Is there any other discovery?
I believe we're in good shape overall, Judge.
I think we are, Judge.
All right, so I need an acknowledgement of discovery sign. State, were you able to tender an offer?
We discussed,
We're in early discussions, Judge, nothing firm yet.
given that counsel had not yet had a chance to come by and view the forensic, we felt like we've talked, Your Honor, but we would like them to kind of have that opportunity, if that's okay.
All right, Ms. Ferguson. If on Luis Martinez, if I can have a 30-day reset at that time, you will need to tender an offer.
Absolutely, Judge, and we'll get you that discovery acknowledgement.
All right, thank you.
Yes, Judge.
What date, Ms. Ferguson?
August 12th.
All right, we'll be back on August 12th. Do you have any questions, Mr. Martinez? All right, we'll bring you back on August 12th. At that time, the state will tender an offer. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Can we put your Melanie Barone again?
Oh, just give me 1 second. Let me just find this.
Yeah, so they're.
All right, yes, Melanie Barone.
There are videos.
I'm sorry.
There are videos available, but there's multiple videos and it's about a couple hours worth. If I could get a little bit more time to try to download those for myself so I can dig through them.
All right, let me see what page she is on. All right, does anyone see what page Barone is on? All right, thank you. All right, so this is going to be the last date for discovery. Counsel, if there's an issue with the download, then you'll need to bring them over a disk or a hard drive for them to download it for you.
Understood.
Otherwise, if you don't want to do that, just pick a time for you to come to court. And if we're not in jury trial, they can set it up in the jury room for you.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, if I can have a 30-day reset on Melanie Barron, please.
August 12th.
All right, we're going to come back on August 12th, and that's the last discovery. So what is going to be due is an acknowledgement of discovery and state on that date you need to be prepared to tender an offer.
Yes, sir.
All right, is there anything else?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right, thank you for dressing appropriately for court. Once you sign the reset form, you'll be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's that?
And on our Valle, we need an interpreter.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Sure.
No, St. Pete's said, they sent you.
No, just for Thank you.
Okay. Okay, no.
So, but when I'm saying. Let me find this. I'm saying that I think it's John. But it says right there, the changes to the trial. John is saying on his. I think Judge Lee would like to talk to you when you saw something.
Well, we agreed with her, and I told her.
That's what I was saying, I know you're saying, look, every time you buy something, and I asked. I know that we have the same routine. Say it again. Yeah. I'll take it.
We only have one audit. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to convert it.
This must be.
No. No, no.
Family violence?
Yes, Judge.
He has two cases.
That's true. The discovery is almost, I think it's actually the same because it's arising out of the same outcry. It just is two separate. Now, I'm happy to do two separate discovery acknowledgements, but it is the
We
same
can do
discovery.
that.
It probably should be
Okay.
because it's two separate cases,
Okay,
even though it's the same, unless you all,
the JN is the same discovery, but I'll do it just to, yes, ma'am.
all right, thank you.
Okay. Awesome. I'll get that to you. So.
Are you all ready on Ruben Torres Avalle?
Yes, Judge.
I think we're waiting. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Yes. All right, if you let the interpreter know who she's going to be speaking for.
Is it okay if he comes in this part to talk to her, Judge?
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
okay.
Judge, may I give you the discovery acknowledgement on this case to go this way?
Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Abrams.
All right, we're here on Ruben Torres Avalle. So discovery has been completed.
Discovery, Your Honor. Oh, you do mind if I hop in? So, Your Honor, we had about 6 items of outstanding discovery at the last session or
Mhm.
pre-trial conference, if you will, between counsel and myself. 4 of those are in good order. We've provided the CPS records to counsel for their review, so they have a copy of those. And then the final thing is, there was a mention of some potential videos from one of the kind of lay witnesses. We've already reached out to them and asked for them. We haven't heard anything back yet, but of course, we've done our diligence and I showed counsel where we've done our diligence for those additional potential.
All right, so what is this writing?
So the writing at the top, I initialed both at the top is save for the latter mention of the records I just mentioned that may exist from a lay witness and counsel's review of provided CPS records. Otherwise, the universe of discovery is complete.
Oh,
That's why I initialed both of those, Your Honor.
all right, thank you. And so were you able to tender an offer?
Yes.
And do you have immigration in-house for him?
We do, Your Honor.
All right, so Ms. Ferguson, if you can reset this for 30 days, that will be your plea deadline date.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, we'll be back on August 12th. On August 12th, you need to let the court know whether or not you've reached an agreement. If you reached an agreement, the court will take a plea that day. If you have not, a jury trial will be scheduled. Do you understand? No. Yes. All right, do you have any questions about anything? No. No. All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused. Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks, have a good one.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
This is just.
Or, well, it's not happening, but yeah, but it says that they refuse, so.
I know there's short of the truth, like.
Okay, Brooke, for your signature.
Yes. Oh, you're welcome. Yes, you may.
Okay. That's the second one, Judge.
All right. Thank you.
Have you seen this?
Yes. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Hello.
Good morning, Judge. Calendar says. Call for probation.
Compliance, in. I don't know what law means.
That's every 12 year later. I wanted to touch base.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. You're welcome.
Those eyes. Those eyes. You get rid of that before you-
Yes. Daniel, first name you just read.
I was.
Yes, sir.
Are the parties ready on Daniel Guerrero?
Yes, sure.
Where's your client?
It's coming up, Judge.
Counsel, you're on this side. All right, where are we on discovery?
Defense requested some EMS records, which we do not have, and I've sent the request in this morning, Judge.
Okay. And is that the only outstanding discovery, the EMS?
That I'm aware of right now, yes, Judge.
All right, Ms. Ferguson on Guerrero.
Yes, sir.
If I could have a 45-day reset, this will be the final date for discovery. It's Daniel Guerrero on page 7.
August 29th.
All right, August 29th. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
You have a good day.
Thank you, you too.
Which 7?
Sorry, I'm late. I had to walk up 4 flights of stairs. Thought I was gonna have a heart attack.
4? Well, but see, the problem is back in the day, we could run up those stairs.
I probably still could, but I get to the top and I'd be breathing heavier than I was.
Yeah, the elevators are down. They did have an elevator attendant in the elevator.
Oh, yeah?
Is he gone now?
I don't know. The doors never open.
Oh, well, it was his job to make sure that the doors would open. Hello.
Hello, I
I don't think
walked
you did a
all the
very
way
good
up here.
job.
When I heard you talking about that, I wanted to talk about it.
Okay.
I-
Yeah, we have an
I don't have to
elevator
do my
attendant.
walking tonight. I just did it 4 flights up the stairs.
Oh, wow. And you know, I think there's an extra floor. So it's really more than 4 flights.
You know, you're exactly right. Between the first floor and the second floor, that's 2 floors.
Yes.
And I
Started
started,
in the basement, so it's 5.5.
I started in the basement too, because you press the button and when the button doesn't stay lit,
Well,
you
you
know
know how-
something's wrong.
You know how now on social media, people will take pictures of their food as though if they don't have a photo of it, it didn't happen. So unless you all have video of you going up the stairs, do we really know that it happened?
Here I am with my tongue is hanging out, Joe.
Falling in the floor.
Oh. See, if we were on vacation, nobody would mind walking up the stairs. It would be interesting and fun, things to see.
Yeah, what I did on my vacation Monday morning.
Maybe I should start putting plants or paintings up the stairs and that'll make it interesting. So you won't even notice that you're walking up. Yes, I did.
See, I noticed little things. See?
Yes,
Mostly
we're working.
after many years of being a man, I've learned how to notice little things.
Oh, you have to notice it. You have to. So are you going back to New Orleans anytime soon?
My next trip is Iceland.
Yeah. When are you going?
October.
Oh,
We generally go to New Orleans around my college.
yeah.
Yeah, we're not.
Well, what parts of Iceland?
Oh, no, it's pretty small.
Oh, there he is.
On the Golden Circle.
I don't know what's happening.
It's all over.
What's happening?
Oh, you know, I love watching HGTV, especially House Hunters International. And so they showed someone actually moving to Iceland and, you know, for employment. And then they do a where are they now, which I love the where are they now because they bought a home, I think it was either Australia or New Zealand, and there they have some sort of auction. A house is on the market. It may have changed now. Maybe their market is not as hot as it was then. But you would just have a group of people, like if you were selling your home, a group of people would come and they just open the bids.
Maybe we'll do that.
Yeah.
I remember reading something about it. I mean.
But it's kind of like.
I'm covering for Lori and I told her about like 9 other cases today. I don't know how many of them. But if you want to look at it on the graph, I got it wrong.
Yeah. But Norma, it does show that Kelly Green is on the motion to revoke.
Yep, and then John wrote back later, like 2 days later.
So that shouldn't be on the docket.
I think Kelly Green's the bondsman.
Yeah. I think that's good.
Yeah, she does the bail bonds for me.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you.
And that stay on it in order.
All right. Well, if you have information to impart to Mr. DeLeon, please feel free to do so. Mhm.
What do you want?
I got punished.
Hey, if you all were in jury trial together, you all are sort of matching with your suits. We could probably go to jury trial today.
Why not?
You know,
Sure.
it's coordinating very nicely.
Yeah, I do think I have a tie like that. I can probably have it couriered over and
Sounds
he'll
good.
be black, I'll be white.
There you go.
You do the military part of the trial. I'll do the civilian.
What do you have?
Apparently I got assigned to Leon Small.
Oh,
Yeah.
you have now. I'm off of the plea on small.
That's what I hear.
Yes.
Do you have any knowledge about these new cases that I need to know about?
Not a damn thing.
Okay, then that's all I need to know.
I think you all are interfering with Ms. Cutter's ability to reach where she needs to reach.
Oh dear. Well, let us get out of the way. But can I give Mr. Small in front of the judge? Christopher.
No, I do not. Christopher Herrera,
Present, Your Honor.
if you come down, sir.
No.
Norma, the small case may have been filed away because, you know, we did the motion to withdraw and maybe it was put in a separate file. All right. So, Mr. Herrera, last time you hit your head, how are you doing?
I'm better now. I suffered a small concussion, but I mean, I think I'll be okay.
So did you fall from the step and went down?
No, there was like some type of metal object underneath the butts of the seats
Mhm.
that I was in. And my leg irons, the chain got wrapped around it after my glasses had fell. And amongst trying to retrieve them, it's as if the seat pulled it out from underneath me. And at the time, my handcuffs were behind me. So like, I don't think I had to brace my falls, my face. Yeah.
Wow. All right. So the CPS records, my understanding, were in the file. So where are we?
Judge,
Has discovery been completed?
it is not. There is still a video, the child safe type video that I still need to view. And I've been given a copy of the CPS records. I need to review those as well.
All right. So the only thing outstanding is the review of the video.
Yes, ma'am.
So all discovery that's taken care of.
Good to go.
All right. So Ms. Ferguson, on this case, we're going to set it for 30 days. And I know we had a previous plea deadline date because an offer had been tendered, but then there was discovered that the CPS records were not in. So this date I'm going to give you is going to be your final plea deadline date, and state, or is the offer still the same?
As of right now, Your Honor, yes, counsel and I have talked, but as of today, the offer is still the same.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a 30-day reset on Christopher Herrera. All right, your plea deadline date will be August 13th. Do you have any questions about anything?
No.
All right, so we'll bring you back on August 13th. At that time, you'll have to let the court know whether you've reached an agreement with the state. If you have not, your next date is going to be a jury trial date. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're on.
All right, watch your step.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll be
Thank you.
back in here. I'll be back in here.
Leon Small.
Present, Your Honor.
All right, and who is the state on Small?
Yeah. I just got a. Yeah.
All right, so you've just been appointed, however, state the unindicted cases, where are we on that?
I would need to double check on those, Judge. I haven't seen this just yet, but I can right now.
Okay, because he has, counsel, he has a manufacturing delivery 4 to 200 grams, felon in possession of a firearm, and possession of a machine gun that hasn't been indicted yet.
I can take a look right now, Judge. see
All
what
right,
time
thank
it is.
you. And then there's a case where it says pending with the magistrate, FTA use illegal. I don't know what that means.
I have no idea.
It's a 2024 PF 04474 case.
Sorry, let me roll my eyes more. Lord.
So I don't know if that's something new that Odyssey is doing and what that's about. So what is the FTA use illegal? That doesn't give anybody notice or anything.
I asked about that.
All right, so Mr. DeLeon, I'm going to give you this number.
Okay. Looks like we need appointed to all your cases. Okay. So I'll figure out what's going on.
Right. So this is the number. I have no idea what that means, but it says pending magistrate. So,
That's
04474.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
always the type of large cases that are assigned to Judge Nahara.
all right. So that's Judge Nahara.
And it's basically, they're not assigned to a court yet until they figure out that the opinion NTR gives them control over to the 187.
Okay. Well, what are they trying to say the PF stands for? That's what I would like to know. Thank you. Yeah.
Don't need much, Judge.
Well, but you know what? I always tell people, if you want to know something, ask. Otherwise, you'll never know. Now I know that the PF is for pre-file. I think all that's gonna cause a bunch of confusion.
What?
I don't think that's gonna get transferred to a CR number. We're gonna see how it works.
Odyssey, Judge, because it is an odyssey in learning how to figure it.
I tell you what, I'm not gonna put that into the universe. It's gonna go smoothly. So I am gonna give you another court date, and Mr. Small, this is your attorney. If you decide at some point to hire an attorney, if it's set for trial, that attorney needs to be ready for trial. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, if I can get that same date of August. What's it? 16th? August 13th,
All right. Norma,
the ideal.
you're gonna put it on August 13th, and if you'll check with the state to see when they anticipate taking these other cases to the grand jury.
I'll check with Daniel, yes.
So August 13th, council will be your discovery date.
All right.
And also state on that date, you need to be prepared to tender an offer to Mr. DeLeon. All right, is there anything else?
Nothing else, Your Honor.
Is there anything else, Mr. Small?
No, ma'am.
All right, and you have stars. Michael is a Cowboys fan. I know that's not cowboy related, but there you go. See, connections are I'm bringing people
Close
together,
enough.
Michael.
That sounds good. All right, Judge, thank you.
All right, thanks.
I'll be back in
Thank you.
touch with you with a video call more than likely, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Who's here on Joshua Tez?
Oh,
All right, are you all ready to proceed?
yes, sure.
All right, court is, oh, and who is this behind you?
This is one of my law clerks, Miguel. Is that okay if he stands up here with us?
Oh, sure.
He said
Miguel, what's your name?
Miguel Sparza,
All right, so what are you doing? Are you in school, law school?
same age,
Oh, what year?
second year now.
Oh, well, your law school days are almost over.
Yeah, I'm
After that, it's very quick. So do you want to practice criminal law?
yeah,
Oh, hey, well,
I get
you're
the
always,
opportunity to come and watch and
well, you're always welcome to come to the 187th anytime. And don't be shy, talk to the attorneys. You will find that on the criminal side, no shade to civil attorneys, but on the criminal side, they're always willing to help you. All right, court is calling 2020 CR 2266B, State of Texas versus Joshua Michael Tez. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason, you're ahead, Your Honor.
Defense,
Lee Cutter for Mr. Tellez, Your Honor.
and what's your name?
Miguel Sparza, Your Honor.
All right, and just for the record, Miguel Esparza is a law student at St. Mary's. So this is, I believe this may be his first time on the record. Is that correct?
That's
Second
correct.
time actually.
Second time on the record. Okay.
He was here with me the last time.
Ah, yes, okay. All right, Mr. Tez, you're Mr. Tez?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Joshua Michael Tejas who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2020 CR 2266B for the offense of possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1, less than 1 gram, on November 9, 2020 for a term of 2 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
State.
Yes, Your Honor, violated condition number 41 in Bear County, Texas, the defendant Joshua Michael Tejas, the detonator failed to attend and provide verification of attending 90 Narcotics Anonymous meetings in 90 days from September 27th, 2021 through August 31st, 2022, in violation condition number 41.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Your Honor, I didn't hear what you were asking me before. It has complete, oh, sorry.
I did complete the 90 days and 90 meetings.
So is your answer true or not true?
Oh, I get not true.
Okay.
Violated condition number 2, on or about the first day of October 2021 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant Joshua Michael Tejas, the detonator consumed alcoholic beverages in violation condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
I won't waive the remaining violated condition.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2?
Can we have just leave something on?
Sure.
I'm sorry, that's an alarm.
Okay, is it an alarm, like don't plead true?
I was like, I don't know if. Okay, then sure.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes.
Did you understand? If you have an agreement, you think with the state, court does not have to follow that agreement. This is the contract with the court, not with your attorneys in the state. Did you understand?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2, to violation of condition number 2? Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor.
Yes.
It is to deny the motion and extend the individual honors for 3 years with weekly weekly reporting for 90 days and also random UAs for 90 days, Your Honor.
Is that what you're requesting?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state you're excused.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, so why should I do this?
Your Honor, this is a very old case and he's completed his 90 narcotics in 90 days. He's completed outpatient treatment. You did have him on 6 drug tests a month at random with the daily call-in for quite a bit of time, and he only missed 3 call-ins that whole time. Yes, he missed 3, but that's it. He did obtain his high school diploma. He works for a government contractor. He also works for Spectrum. He's really done well with all of the treatments he's received. He'll drug test today, but we are asking this court to please allow him to show you for the next few months that he's very serious, and he's also spent 20 days in jail.
Okay. All right. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Joshua Tejas.
All right, what's your position at Spectrum?
I'm an inbound call center agent.
All right, are you the person when you call and you're on hold for a long time?
No, I'm the person who I handle all the people who were on hold.
Oh, okay.
So I get the back end of it. People are angry at me a lot, but I'm doing good at bringing them
All
down.
right, so why have you not been doing well on probation? What is your issue? Do you want to go to the state jail facility for 2 years?
No, man.
All right, so
I've changed a lot over the course of since I've been on probation, since the motion to revoke has begun. And I've completely changed. And I remember I was here last time when it was Thursday, and you were saying like, why do people change after the fact and stuff like that? And I hear you, but I've made a considerable change as far as my personality and things that I do, my habits, etc. I'm just a completely different person now, and I realized that I was becoming a product of a system due to my old decisions, and considering that I'm a new person now, I don't want to be a product of that
All
anymore.
right, and how did you enjoy the Bear County Jail?
I hated it.
All right, so I do see probation. I'm reading the court summary. So he's telling me he's completed his GED,
Or a high school diploma.
high school diploma, so that's been completed. And he's informed me that he did do his 90 sober meetings in 90 days.
Yes.
So what are you planning on doing with the rest of your life?
Well, nothing short of being very, very rich, honestly. I don't mean to say it like that, but I have big dreams. I have very high ambitions, and I have the resources and the drive to accomplish 100%.
Well, I always tell people being very, very rich. Oh, yeah. My thing is
what I can
people
do
should,
with it.
yeah, but you know, it's people should want to be able to support themselves. I'm always shocked when people don't say, hey, you know what? I just want to be happy.
But yeah, I have big plans for like things that I want to do and stuff like that. I'm also working on in the process of like starting a nonprofit for foster kids and stuff like that, because I was a foster kid as well myself. And so I have a lot of, I could go on and on about my dreams, honestly. I have big dreams, so.
No, you know, there was always a big issue with the foster care system.
I agree.
Where children would age out of the system, and then it's good luck to you.
Mhm.
And there's a program that I used to be involved in. I used to be on their board. It's called Youth Transitioning into Adulthood. And so it was designed to help foster children. Because at the end of the day, I think all of us who went to college, when we went to college and you're short on money, you would pick up the phone, call your mom or somebody to send you money. But when you think about it, if you're a foster child, who are you going to call? So I'm glad you're looking into doing that to make the system better for foster children. I really wish they would take advantage of the fact that they can go to college for free.
Yeah, I didn't.
And
take
you didn't take
of it,
advantage.
no.
Look at this. I know. Had an opportunity
But I'm
to have
actually,
college
I'm
for
actually
free.
glad that I didn't. I needed to go through everything that I had to go through at the time that I
Mhm.
did, including this.
Mhm.
And this was, the motion to revoke was actually one of the best things that ever happened to me, honestly. It made, like I said, it made me realize that I was becoming a product of my decisions from years ago, and I really was not that same person at all. So then I completely changed my behaviors. I read every day now, like self-development books, like I'm very intelligent, like self-taught. Everything that I've built as far as the business, stuff like that, it's completely self-taught, so I get my.
Well, if you're looking for join a nonprofit, one of the things you should see, if maybe you can go to the legislature and change the law, because sometimes when you're immediately out of foster care, they did extend the time for you to apply and go to college. And all you have to do is take one course, and you take that one course, and then it's available for you. But maybe you want to talk to the legislature about changing that, because sometimes when people are in foster care and they age out, they don't have necessarily the guidance to say, hey, just try college. And then if you don't like it, then you can do something else, but at least register for a class so it's available to you.
My goal with that is to cultivate a bunch of business owners who can, we can kind of like start like a little school to where we go to people who are gonna age out, and then we teach them new ways to like make money so that they have something to do when they get out.
Well, you should actually talk to the organization YTIA, Youth Transition into Adulthood, and let them know that you were in foster care, and let them know different issues you see, because they're always open to that. All right, this is what the court is going to do. Court is finding violation of condition number 2 true. If you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
Negative.
All right. So, Ms. Abrams, we're going to do a drug test today by 3 p.m. If it's negative, extend for 1 year. If it's positive, extend for 3 years. And there are to be regular random UAs if he's negative. If he's positive, as I said, extend for 3 years and have him come back here to look me in my face and tell me why he was positive.
This case expired in November of 2022.
Mhm.
So if we extend him for just that 1 year, that case would have been terminated 2023.
Yes.
So if negative, regular random new rate thereafter would not be.
No, if he's, because it seems to me, and if this is not the party's intent, and if people don't, we can go off the record, if this is not the party's intent, let me know. It seems to me that when this motion to revoke was filed, I asked him to do certain things. He has done it. He's on probation. We're trying to rehabilitate people on probation. It seems to me that he's addressed the issues I wanted addressed. He's obtained his diploma. His phone won't stop going off. Maybe I should extend him 3 years for that. And, you know, if he's negative, then
I just want to make
yeah,
sure.
no, I appreciate it. So, Ms. Abrams, how do you feel about the court? If he's negative, he'll be done. All right. If you're positive, you're not going to be done.
I hear you. I will definitely be negative. I haven't been using and I don't use.
All right, so you need to be drug tested. And Ms. Abrams, if you let them know he needs to be drug tested for alcohol as well, and that's by 3 p.m.
Sounds good.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, is there anything else?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Good seeing you.
Other guy.
Hi. Yes. How are you doing? Oh, yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna put you in charge of that.
Honestly, Joe, I don't think I have time.
Oh, my gosh.
It's 4 hours to do the back. 4 hours. It used to take me like 45 minutes. It's this big.
Who's here? Makisha Cyphers? All right, what's happening with this case?
Judge, we signed a motion to withdraw the MTR. My understanding, there was a new number one that had been dismissed out of Harris County, and then the rest of the cases, it was something we community service, and then it should have been failure to provide documentation.
Okay. So let me see here. I do not know why that keeps popping up. There we are. That's what I'm looking for. All right. So they withdrawn the motion and they say it was based upon the new number one out of Harris County that was dismissed.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now let's address the other thing that's going on with you. All right, they say that you have failed to start in or complete parenting classes. Why not?
Yes, Your Honor. First, I would like to say that I have.
Everyone, please whisper.
I have started the parent classes, but it's true I did not complete because 8 classes, I only completed 6 of the 8.
All right.
Yes, sir.
That needs to be completed. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. And then they're saying you have the restitution amount.
Your Honor,
How are you working towards that?
there's several ways she's worked towards that. She's had a medical problem. She's still in therapy from a car accident she had. She has sold a house it is pending receiving the money, it will be enough that she'll be able to pay off the restitution.
All right. Let me see how long you've been.
Same with the community service.
All right, so if you pay off that restitution amount, because that's what's pending, and complete your parenting classes,
Yes, sir.
then I will terminate you from probation.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, you're gonna be on probation. You could be on probation up to 10 years. Do you understand?
She can
You
extend
could be
her
on probation for a total of 10 years. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am, I understand, but I thought I was on probation for,
You will-
No, what I am telling you is if you want this probation to end, you need to do what the court is asking of you. One is you need to pay off that restitution.
yes, ma'am.
I understand that
Yes, ma'am.
people have illnesses. I understand that people are in car accidents and other things. But the complainants in this case, they want their money. And you need to complete parenting classes. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And you need to make sure probation on this case, if you can make sure she has an installment plan in place. But she's saying she's selling a home.
Has sold a home.
Oh, has sold a home. All right. And she's gonna be paying that off in full. Is that correct?
That was my understanding.
Yes.
All right. And so when is that gonna happen?
Well, we're entitled, we're in the closing process, entitled takes up to, it can take 90 to 108 days. And already so the 2 months has been 48 days into it. So I'm just waiting.
All right. So, yes.
The restitution is included in our monthly payment,
Okay.
so there is a payment plan already.
All right. So she says she's gonna have the restitution paid off as soon as closing takes place. All right. Is there anything else?
No, Your Honor, once those two things are completed, she'll give me evidence of that and I will come into the court.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court.
Yes.
All right. Who's here on Ezekiel Neely?
Where's Maria over there, Judge?
All right. Sorry about that. My allergies are, ugh. All right. Court is calling 2024 CR 3316 State of Texas versus Ezekiel Neely. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state
Andrew Harrison.
defense?
Raymond Vale.
And are you Mr. Neely? Counsel, have you received all the discovery? Did you review it with your client?
I have, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Neely, did you review the document entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Waiving count two, proceeding on count one, Your Honor.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. Did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places? Did you understand you're charged with theft of a vehicle, 2,500 to 30,000 as a state jail felony? Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? Did you understand you have a right to jury trial? A right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. You're gonna need to speak up. Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights? And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
He does, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do, Your Honor.
Mr. Neely, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea? Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented? Are you a U.S. citizen? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it? According to the plea, there's a $1,500 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. They're taking in consideration 720801. And there's to be restitution to Arnulfo Pruneda, Pruneda. Did you understand that to be the plea?
I have restitution to.
Arnulfo Pruneda. If there's any restitution, do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that to be the entirety of the plea? Defense is at the plea?
It is, Judge.
State is at the plea.
Not what, Your Honor. There are 2 names for restitution contained in the offer in the file, which I failed to add them to the plea bargain.
All right, what is the second name?
Gabriel Cervantes. Third name is James Tartar.
I'm sorry, James who?
Tartar.
All right. Any objections to that being added to the plea bargain agreement?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, do you understand that the restitution, if there's any restitution, is to be paid to Arnulfo Pruneda, Gabriel Cervantes, and James Tartar? And if for some reason there's an issue with restitution, if you think it's too high, then we can always have a restitution hearing. And also the state is taking in consideration 72081 as the court previously stated. Did you understand that to be the entirety of the plea bargain agreement? Defense, is that the entirety of the plea bargain agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
State, is that the entirety of the plea bargain agreement? Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yep.
Counsel, have there been such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 3 years. There be a TAP evaluation and 150 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged in count 1, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? All right, do you understand what's going on here?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. State, any evidence to support the defendant's plea?
Containing exhibit 1 attachments. Yeah, present.
Yes.
Thank you.
Any of
Read the document. No objection, Your Honor.
State. All right, and states you may be excused. Did you review the document entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places? Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in, the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state would be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding you guilty as you apply for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Just as the court probably has gleaned from the report, you know, it was a very poor decision-making on his part, Your Honor. I mean, he's a young person. He recognizes that he made a very bad choice, and we're hoping the court will follow the terms and conditions of the plea agreement. I do believe he'll be successful if the court gives him the opportunity to work with the court in terms of the specifics that the court may impose on him. But in my interactions, I mean, he's very remorseful, and he definitely understands that he made a very bad mistake. And so he is a young person. He has a lot of opportunities ahead of him. And I'd like to, hopefully with the probation, the deferred, give him a chance of being able to reach those goals.
How old are you?
19.
Why are you stealing cars?
I just made a bad decision. I was tired. I wasn't thinking straight. Everybody's phones were dead and they were stuck in a car. We were riding around at night, hanging out, and then the car broke down. I tried changing the tire of the car, the ABS locked up or something. It wouldn't start up and their phones were dead. And it was a whole bunch of females. It was my girlfriend's friends. So I took a car to take them home and get us home. And
No, you're skipping over a whole lot of things. You're just acting as though, oh, so I took a car to take them home and this is what happened. That's a bunch of nonsense. According to this, you broke into a car. So where did you find a screwdriver to break in the car?
it was in the car.
All right, so the car that you broke into had a screwdriver in it?
No, it was in the car that we were already in.
So you're in a car, you say that car stalls. So your bright idea and the people with you are to break into another car.
It wasn't a bright idea, but that was the idea.
No, I'm being sarcastic. So you, out of all the cars you see in the parking lot, why did you choose the Dodge? Because I'm sure there was more than a Dodge there.
I didn't take a Dodge.
It was a Kia Soul.
All right, so the Kia Soul. Why did you take the Kia Soul? Of all of the cars that I'm sure there was more than just the Kia Soul there. So how did you choose the Kia Soul as the one to break into?
I don't know. I just heard of all the videos and stuff of people doing that Kia stuff, and I just knew that it was a
So there we go. So
I
he's looking at
understand.
videos and he's determined that the Kia is the easiest one to break into. I'm asking.
Yes, ma'am.
So why are you viewing videos on how to break into vehicles?
I didn't view it on how to break into, I just saw it.
Okay. So how does the conversation go? And you say you're with your girlfriend and these other people. How many people were with you?
It's 4 of us.
All right. So what's your girlfriend's name?
So,
So Chloe, what's Chloe's last name?
Olive,
Olive. All right. Who else?
I don't know. Well, Gabby, I don't know the rest of her name, and then Alicia, but I don't know her last name.
All right. So y'all sit around the car stalls. Do you have a conversation with them? Does somebody say, hey, our car stall and our cell phones died. Bright move. Let's go break into a vehicle. How did the conversation go?
I don't really remember how the conversation went, but we didn't really talk about it like that. We were just like, we're gonna go get a car because we were sitting there for a while and we didn't know what to do. It was late at night and we didn't really have anybody we could call because our phones were dead. So we just, or I just went.
So there was no convenience store in the area.
Not that I knew, it wasn't my area, so I didn't know.
Oh, so there's no convenience store in all of the area where you were?
Not that I could see.
How far did you go in school?
How did I go?
Yeah, how far did you go in school?
I graduated
Where did you graduate from?
Roosevelt High School.
And what have you been doing with the rest of your life other than breaking into this vehicle?
I was a boxer and I was working with my cousin in restoration for a little while.
A boxer?
Yes.
Where?
At Scribner Boxing Gym.
And what's your weight class?
I was fighting at like 140, 147.
And how many fights you have?
I only had 1 fight until I stopped fighting for school because I had to pick up more hours at work.
All right, and did you win your 1 fight?
No, ma'am, I didn't. I did way too hard of conditioning. My legs gave out on me in the second round.
So you only went to the second round?
No, I went all the way through, but I lost it to decision because I wasn't throwing enough punches. I was too tired.
Who do you live with?
My mom.
Do you have any children?
No.
His mom's here, Judge.
All right, where's his mom? He's making silly decisions. I mean, people get killed for that. This is Texas. Nobody wants you breaking into their vehicles. That person, that Kia, guess what? That person worked hard for that vehicle. And for them, guess what that was? That was part of their transportation to work, their transportation to the grocery store. And how would this society be if that person who now doesn't have a vehicle say, I came out, I had to go to work, my cell phone's not working, and my vehicle's gone, so let me break into another vehicle. That sounds so silly. I don't know what they're teaching in school or what's wrong with people.
I understand, Judge.
They stopped teaching civics.
I know. And we've had a long discussion before we appeared before, along with his mom. I mean, we've had some long discussions with him about his decision making. So
And if you're drug tested, what are the results going to be? Tell the truth, shame the devil. What are your results going to be?
Maybe a little bit of marijuana. That's it.
All right, mom, he's doing marijuana. So here's the thing, why are you coming to court asking me to place you on probation and you're still using marijuana?
I'm not still using marijuana.
You want to go, I can send you to the state jail facility.
Around it. So I'm kind of around it, so it's not really out of my system.
Around who?
Me. It's
Now,
just
who are the people you around?
Well, my girlfriend's family.
All right, well, that's gonna end. He's not gonna be with her while he's on this probation. I'm no longer approving of their relationship. That relationship is over. He's angry and upset, but you can't be around people that are encouraging and not a single one of them said to you, let's not break into this vehicle. Did she say, hey, don't break into this vehicle, we'll figure it out?
Said it wasn't a good idea, but I was set on getting home.
Well, then you know what? Maybe her mom would appreciate the fact that you're not around her because you put her life in danger. And I'm assuming you're supposed to love her You put her life in danger by breaking into somebody's car. And if she was telling you this is not a good idea, obviously you blew her off. So that's strike number one against that relationship. Strike number two against that relationship is the fact that you're telling me you may be positive for marijuana because you're around it. And then I'm like, around who? And you're like Chloe and her family. That relationship is over while you're on probation. Now, if you still want that relationship, what I can do is you all can rework out your plea bargain agreement, and I can send you to the state jail facility. You can do your time, maybe box at the state jail facility because you need to survive, or at the Bexar County Jail because you need to survive. But then guess what? You'll be off it and you can do whatever you want to do. So which would you prefer? Your relationship or making a different agreement with your attorney where you go to trial or you go to the state jail facility?
To be fair, Judge, I've been really focused on building a good life for me, my family, my girlfriend. We've been really focused on just doing
Here's
the
the
right
thing,
thing.
I appreciate what you're telling me, but that while you're on probation, that relationship is not happening on this probation.
I know, but no marijuana or anything is gonna be around me. I'm gonna be at home. I'm gonna be around my family. Nothing's gonna be, my mom's gonna be around 24/7.
Your mom's not
I'm
on
gonna be
probation.
at work. I'm gonna
This,
be.
let me just tell you. In this court, when I have co-defendants and they're involved in certain things, illegal activities, I don't allow them to have contact.
She's
Doesn't
not
matter.
involved
No.
in illegal activity.
It doesn't matter if it's the girlfriend, the wife, whoever it is, and you need to concentrate on other things. And you all get together with this group think, and your group think resulted in you remembering some videos on how to break into a Kia. You could have been killed. She could have been killed. People in Texas and other places don't like people stealing things that they've worked hard for. And you know what? If you would have been shot or she would have been shot for breaking in that vehicle, you know what everybody would have done? They would have been watching it on the news and they would have been like, oh, that's a shame. Your mom would have been crying, my baby, they didn't have to kill my baby. And you know what other people would have been saying? Oh, well, he shouldn't have been breaking into a vehicle.
I understand, man.
So that's the Chloe thing is a non-starter at this point in time. You do well, then maybe I'll reconsider the Chloe thing. But for now, that relationship is over. So it's going to be 3 years deferred adjudication. There's to be no contact with Chloe Olive. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you end up having contact with her at some point in time, probation is going to find out about it. If they do, a motion to revoke is going to be filed.
What type of contact? Can I still
No,
virtually contact?
no,
I can't text her?
no. All right, there's no contact with Chloe Olive. And there's supposed to be restitution and no contact with Arnulfo, Grenada, Gabriel Cervantes, James Tartar. And I will tell you this, if somebody were Chloe's parents, they probably don't want you around Chloe either. How dare you take my daughter out where she could have been killed because you're still in a vehicle? And if those parents still want you around their daughter after this criminal activity, I don't know what's up with those parents. There's a $1,500 fine. It will be probated. Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be 150 hours of community service restitution. If you obtain a certificate in a trade school or complete some higher level of education, the community service hours will be waived. I'm going to want random field visits 1 time per month for 8 months. Random regular UAs. And we'll start with the UA today and ask them to test for levels. Taking consideration 72081. Probation, is there anything else?
Did you mention regular reporting or in person?
Yes, regular reporting by Zoom or in person.
Nothing else, Judge.
All right, is there anything else you need from the court?
Judge, the only thing I would ask is, he does have a grandmother who resides in Oklahoma. She's treating for cancer. I'm not sure what her prognosis is. The family typically goes up once a month to try to,
Oh,
check
just
on her.
like probation. I'm sure that'll be fine.
Hopefully he would be able to attend that. But that would be the only concern we would have.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. You're young. Guess what? If she's in love with you and you're in love with her at some point in time, after your probation is over, maybe she'll wait for you. Maybe she won't. If she doesn't wait for you, wasn't meant to be, and you shouldn't have put her life in danger. If you loved her, like you say you love her and claim you love her, you would not have put her life and your life in danger by doing that. And so there you go. And her parents probably don't want you around her either. And if they do, I don't understand that. You're taking their daughter into a position where she could potentially be killed because you don't want to take the VIA bus and you say you don't have a ride. But I'm serious. If you end up contacting her, probation is going to find out about it. A motion to revoke will be filed. You will be taken into custody. Your mom will either make bond for you or not. If your mom makes bond for you, then we'll hear that motion to revoke. And you're looking at potentially 2 years in the state jail facility, and that's day for day's time. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
Mom, is there anything else he needs? Excuse me, Mr. Otistor. All right, if there is an issue, you can always call this probation officer, let us know. Once I place somebody on probation, I'm hoping that they'll be successful. All right, you're welcome.
Thanks, Judge.
Who's here on Felix Maldonado?
I am Judge.
Court is calling 2024 CR 5886, State of Texas versus Felix Maldonado. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar from the state of Texas.
Defense?
Doug Campbell for Mr. Maldonado.
And there are no applications? Probation, there are no applications.
Thank you, Judge.
Are you Mr. Maldonado?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel? Have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Judge.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Maldonado, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Judge.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Judge, we're waiving the visual offender enhancement application.
Any objection?
No objection.
All right, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams? That's a 3rd-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you are giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea
Yes,
in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes.
Mr. Maldonado, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 4 years in the prison. This will run concurrent with 2017 CR 9753, and there are no applications. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
It is.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The
Yes.
only items that can
Yes,
be
ma'am.
appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Judge.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty, Your Honor.
State, any evidence?
State offer states exhibit 1 and all attachments.
No objections.
State, you may be excused. Did you review the document entitled waiving consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am. I did.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. The court has reviewed the same. Court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge Felix understands that he made a mistake and he's trying to do better.
All right. Court is going to sentence you to 4 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with 2017 CR 9753. And I'll request the therapeutic community for you to address any drug or alcohol issues you have. I have no jurisdiction to place you in that program, but I'll request it. You will also need to request it. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there anything else with regards to punishment?
No, Judge.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am. I did.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement. Oops. Because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. When you're released from prison, you need to go to a rehab facility.
Oh, yes.
If you cannot find a rehab facility and I'm still here, if you come to court, I'll direct you to one. All right?
Yes.
Good luck to you, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Who's here? I'm Michael Johnson.
Have a seat, sir.
All right. Where's Mr. Johnson?
He's in the box, Judge.
Come down, sir. All right, counsel. Is he requesting a jury trial?
Yes, at this time, Judge. I think we're continuing to talk, but we don't want to slow the train down because he's in custody.
All right. And do you have all the discovery?
At this time, I do, Judge.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a jury trial date. It's family violence. How long do y'all expect this trial to last?
Day or two.
Okay. And state, if you'll do acknowledgement of discovery.
Is it family violence?
Yes. All right, September 9th, and you will be in impact. You'll be brought over dressed in whatever clothing you were arrested in. If you wish to be attired in something different, let your attorney know. Counsel, if there is an issue with the clothing exchange, just let the court know. We'll see if we can expedite that.
Understood, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
And you said September 9th?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, who is here on Raymond Amaya?
I am, Your Honor.
Yes, 2 cases. on the NCR, the consent.
All right, thank you.
Did you see Nicholas Estrada, because I had attached there, I don't know if you think it was differences.
I don't have Nicholas Estrada. I have Amaya and Bernice Valdez.
Oh, she just said it was up to another file.
Okay.
There should be an MTR and a new case, Judge.
Yes, Your
Oh,
Honor.
Raymond and Amaya have two cases.
Yes, yes.
They were asking for something else.
Okay, so
Okay, no problem. All right, we're going to start with the motion to revoke. Court is calling 2022 CR 2566 State of Texas versus Raymond Amaya. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state
Jason Darren, Your Honor.
defense?
Ron Zimmerman from Mr. Amaya.
All right, Mr. Amaya, did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision? And
Yes, Your
state's motion to supplement pending motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke probation. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Raymond Amaya who was placed on deferred adjudication for the offense of aggravated robbery on June 23rd, 2022 for a period of 7 years?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Your Honor. Violated condition number 1 on or about the 17th day of September 2023 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant Raymond Maya committed the offense of driving while intoxicated in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Now, I won't waive the remaining violating condition.
No
Any
objection,
objection?
Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you to life in prison and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor.
Yes.
It is a denying the motion, continue with him on this deferred adjudication. And amend the conditions to include safety and a 2-year Texas driver's license.
All right, is that the proposed agreement?
That is the proposed agreement, Your Honor.
All right. How old are you?
21, Your Honor.
21. You need to stop doing foolish things. Do you want to go to prison? Have you enjoyed your time at the Bear County Jail? Have the inmates been nice to you, or have they been looking at you some sort of way?
It's not a nice place.
No, it's not. People see you as new. Don't end up going to prison and thinking because you're young that people are going to treat you any kind of different, any different way. You understand? All right, the court will deny the motion. Alter and amend conditions to include safety. And he's to remain in custody until transfer. Two-year driver's license suspension. And there should be no driving until further notice from the court. Is there anything else with regards to that cause number, counsel?
No, Your Honor.
All right, we're going to go on the record in 2024 CR 0840. Counsel, have you received all the discovery?
I believe so, Your Honor.
Did you review it with your client?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, we do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, we are, Your Honor.
Just one moment. And the previous case, can I see the previous case on Mr. Amaya, please? All right. Did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of driving while intoxicated with a child in the vehicle under 15?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, he had.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I believe so, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I believe so, Your Honor.
Mr. Amaya, has anyone threatened you, forced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promise you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 80 days in the Bexar County Jail under 1244, and there's a 2-year driver's license suspension and no applications. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense is at the plea.
That is the plea, Your Honor.
State is at the plea.
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal?
Record, quiet, please.
All right, so just one moment. Off the record. So all of the attorneys who are rushing in here at the 9th hour, you can rush in here at the 9th hour, but guess what? We're recessing at noon and we're on the record, so everyone needs to whisper. All right, excuse me, where did I leave off? All right, did you understand by signing that paragraph, you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
Not that I'm aware of, Your Honor.
Then to the offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, Your Honor.
State any evidence.
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting witnesses in the form of, presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will find you guilty, sentence you to 80 days in the Bexar County Jail under 1224. There's a 2-year driver's license suspension. The court will find that the judgment is satisfied so that you may quickly go to safety. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we're going to go back on the record. And 2022 CR 2566. All right, Ms. Abrams, on this, the only addition I'm going to add for him is I'm going to want full GPS upon release from SafeP. And they can do that through the jail so that the GPS fees will be waived. All right, and under that case, is there anything else do you need from the court to be successful?
This chance is more than plenty.
All right, do not come back here for this nonsense. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're not allowed to drink alcohol while you're on probation. And do you have a place, an appropriate place to stay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and we're off the record. Counsel, I know that felony drug court normally will not accept him, but probably if you speak to them and let them know what his age is, they may make an exception for him.
I'll speak to felony.
All right, and probation, we'll add a referral to felony drug court on that as well. Yes. All right. All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Oh, I am so sorry. Can I have that probation please start again on Amaya?
There was a bond.
Oh, no problem.
It was a new.
Bernice Valdez. All right, so everyone, the only cases I am taking up before our lunch break is Bernice Valdez, Nicholas Estrada, and Jose Mejia. Everyone else, you'll be back this afternoon. And counsel on Raymond Amaya. You may want to talk to Mr. Brooks. He's with felony drug court. And so you can explain the situation to him about his age.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Court is calling 2021 CR 0791, State of Texas versus Bernice Valdez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense?
James Oldensdorf for Bernice Valdez.
And are you Ms. Valdez?
Yes.
And probation, this is an application. Did you review the document, counsel, the discovery acknowledgement document?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Valdez, did you review the document entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented? All right. Ms. Valdez, did you review the document entitled Court's Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
I believe so.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon? That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes.
If you have a plea with the state, court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial? A right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent. Did you understand by entering this plea, you are giving up those rights?
Yes.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes.
Did you understand that the court would grant your application for deferred adjudication? If for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine.
Yes.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
She is, Your Honor. She
Ms.
does.
Valdez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it? The plea bargain page, did
Yes.
you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea, there's a $2,000 fine, affirmative finding of deadly weapon. State is recommending deferred adjudication, and there's to be restitution to Booker Wilson. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense is at the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State is at the plea? Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 2 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, 200 hours of community service restitution, and no contact with Booker Wilson. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offenses charge, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence?
No objections.
All right, and have you had a chance to reach the complainant?
We did.
All right. Thank you. You may be excused. Did you review the document entitled waiving consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
I believe so, yes.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
I didn't.
All right, so the state is not going to call any witnesses. Do you understand what a jury trial is?
I do.
All right, so they're not going to call any witnesses. How they're going to present their evidence is through police reports.
Okay.
So no witnesses will be called. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding of guilt as you applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge, we'd like the opportunity to talk about the fine, but we would like to proceed with sentencing.
All right, anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Thank you, Judge. This is a wound to the thumb. I don't believe photographs are attached. I can't recall, but they're in the state's file. She has a record that consists of a POM. Probably when she was 17, she's born in 85. Her other case is a misdemeanor check case, and that there was a conviction on that. She works for Circle K, I believe, has worked there, has steady employment. And I'd like the court to consider, instead of a $2,000 fine, I discussed my opportunity to ask about that with Mr. Garahan. He's going to remain silent as to that. So I'd ask for a smaller fine than that, and I think she'll be a great candidate for the first. I found her to be very compliant with me, very respectful, she interprets everything well. She understands completely her responsibilities. We've talked about that. She is currently going to try to move her job down here, I believe. She may want to ask in the future, and I've told her she may not be able to transfer to Oregon, where she's moved up as management with Circle K. But she's willing.
Excuse me, sir, you're gonna have to whisper.
Ready, willing, and able to do anything you order her to do, Judge.
All right, what is your relationship with Megan?
She's my friend.
All right, so why are you getting involved in a squabble between Megan and Booker?
It was really, he came and destroyed our property, and during that time, I just went with her. We decided to be petty, I guess you could say. And during that time of dropping off the stuff he damaged at our house, we dropped it off at his, and that's how the whole thing got started.
What says here, the argument escalated while Booker was at Megan's home. Booker then went home, and then you and Megan showed up at his home.
Yeah, that's where we dumped, he broke a whole bunch of flower pots and stuff outside the house, and we went and, like I said, that we were being petty and dropped them off at his house.
All right, and it says you punched him twice in the head and then threw pottery at his head.
No.
Well, this is what you stipulated to. This is what is in the police report. This is what I'm trying to make you understand. Should men be hitting women? Absolutely not. But if things would have escalated with you and Megan coming to his house, throwing pottery at him, hitting him, and he would have hit you back, then you would have been at this court like, how dare this man hit me? I still don't understand why you're involved in their relationship. You need to stay out of your friend's relationship.
Yes, ma'am.
If you want to give advice, yes, but going to ride to a different location where he's at his house should not be done.
No, I agree. That was totally us being petty, and I shouldn't have been involved at all.
Do you have any children?
I do.
What are their ages?
21 and 20.
And what is this? Your counsel was talking about Oregon.
I have one daughter that lives in Oregon and one that stays with me here. And I was living in Oregon before this started.
Do you want to
I
go back
transferred
to
out.
Oregon?
Right, I wanted to, I don't have plans on going away immediately, just because of the job that I just got, the promotion.
All right, what do you do for employment?
I'm actually a food manager with Circle
All right,
K.
just a second. Everybody, no talking, period. All right, so what do you do?
A food manager for Circle K.
All right, this is what the court is gonna do. 3 years deferred adjudication, a $2,000 fine. That will be probated. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. There's to be no contact with Booker Wilson. Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's to be regular random UAs. 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order anger management. Once she completes anger management, 100 hours of community service will be deemed satisfied. There's going to be field visits 1 time per month for 3 months. Probation, is there anything else she needs? Is there anything? I'm sorry, and there's to be restitution, if any, to Booker Wilson. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful? All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
I believe I signed it. I signed a lot of papers, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Do you remember signing the document that the defense counsel is showing you?
Yes.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing, from here on out, everything that you do, every decision you make, you need to ask yourself, could this potentially result in me going to prison for 20 years? If the answer is yes, don't do it. If the answer is maybe, don't do it. Do you understand?
Yes,
All right, good luck to you.
thank you.
Did the court mean to place the defendant on 3 years?
Yes. All right, who's here on Nicholas Estrada? So where are we on this?
Just, I'm surprised he's still in custody. I expected him to be on bond, but we were approved for PTD.
Yes.
And I had him sign the packet. We got the packet
Okay.
recently in court this morning, and I submitted that to the email address for the district attorney's office. And I think they circle back with the prosecutors for their signature next.
Okay, I tell you what, this is gonna take longer and we're about to start lunch break.
Sure.
I'll address that this afternoon, okay?
Okay.
All right, so just have a seat. Who's here on Jose Mejia? All right, where are we on discovery? I see this is an old case.
No, we're still getting discovery, Judge.
All right.
It is an old case. It's our first appearance since I was appointed.
Mhm.
So we're still getting discovery. There's Mr. Mejia present.
All right, so this is what we're gonna do, Mr. Mejia. Normally, I don't give people long settings, but this case, it's an old case. I don't know where it's been, but it hasn't been in the 187th. Otherwise, we would have moved things quicker than now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a 60-day reset,
Yes, Judge.
and that's to make sure that everybody has discovery. And if your attorney wants you brought over sooner, he'll have you brought over sooner. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, can I have a 60-day reset?
Okay.
All right, we'll do September 12th. And Norma, it still has Alfonso Cabanas.
He's my
on it.
second chair judge.
Ah,
When you appointed me, we weren't sure because of the situation if Mr. Mejia spoke English.
okay,
So you appointed both of us on the case.
all right. And is there an immigration issue?
No.
Okay. All right, so we will be back on September 12th.
Okay. Okay. All right.
All right.
Thank you,
So we'll
Judge.
be back then.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Everyone, the court is going on recess.
Judge, I had an MTR that was supposed to be up there, but they had the wrong name. It's gonna be quick.
Okay,
It's the same video. I mean, not the same guy, but a different guy.
where is it? It should be right. All right, Cordova, come up. All right, court is calling 2023 CR 11045, State of Texas versus Fernando Rene Cordova Mejia. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason, your hand, Your Honor.
Defense?
Charles Bunk.
And are you Mr. Mejia?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Fernando Rene Cordova Mejia who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 11045 for the offense of possession of marijuana 4 ounces to 5 pounds on February 16, 2024 for a term of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
State?
Yes, Your Honor. Violation condition number 2, on or about the 22nd day of April 2024 in Bear County, Texas, the defendant Fernando Rene Cordova Mejia, the debonair, failed to submit to drug testing as directed by the court or supervision officer in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True. I waive the other remaining violation.
Any objections?
No, Judge.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, it's to deny the motion and continue them on as deferred adjudication and to follow, have the TAP evaluation done and follow the recommendations, Your Honor. The state is going to take into consideration cause number NIBAC 765924 in this case.
And Judge, it was also the agreement to add the MRT classes. I don't want
Oh,
to,
yes.
I don't want to forget that because that was part of the deal. As an officer of the court, I don't want to forget that was part of the agreement.
Okay. All right, court will deny the motion, alternate amend conditions to include the MRT. There's going to be a TAP evaluation in custody. You're going to follow the recommendations of TAP. I'm going to want a referral to felony drug court, and that will also be in custody. And let felony drug court know if he needs to be extended, then we will extend him. All right, is there anything else from either side?
No, Judge, would it be possible to do that while he's been in jail for 30 days? Would it be possible for him to be out of jail while he's awaiting the TAP and the felony drug court evaluation?
And here's the thing, you picked up a new offense.
It wasn't,
Yeah.
it was.
No. I understand it's been dismissed, but he
He did
needs,
pick up a
he
new
has a
offense.
drug problem, because otherwise they would not have asked for it. And Mr. Mejia, honestly, I maybe ending up saving you from yourself. Felony drug court, they'll have, once the referral is signed, they'll be able to see you this week. So that's where we are. All right,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, they'll see you this week. Oh.
You already signed that. I gave it to the clerk.
Okay, all right, thanks.
Play merry-go-round. Sorry.
All right, everyone, we're on recess.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.